Salute, 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 salute. Salute to all my real ones. Salute to Hassan Lane. Salute to my boy Malik Shah. Salute to all the people who I fool with back home. Shout out to Rod's podcast, the whole crew, Squeeze, Calvin, Kenny, All Access, that whole Baltimore crew. Salute. Thank you for everything. Shout out to all the homies that support me. Okay. Another round of boxing. I know we tired of talking about Bill Haney and and Harvey Doc and all that stuff. You know, boxing is just crazy. But Ryan Garcia, the team he has around him and the deep inside people are geniuses. Ronald Christie, he's Devin trainer, one of Devin trainers. Because you hear everybody talking about the weight and this and that and that and this. You know, Ronnie been in the game over 50 years. He done been in some of the greatest boxers that ever lived corner. If he wasn't in their corner, he mentored them. He definitely had interactions and trained some of the best athletes that ever come through boxing. And he did an interview with Fight Hub. And Fight Hub asked him, well, does 3 pounds matter, in a fight? He said, what? 3 pounds? He said, to us or to whomever, it might don't mean nothing. But a fighter that has to lose weight to make weight on scale, it means a whole lot. And he also was the rat man. That means he went in the room and watched while Ryan Garcia was getting his hands wrapped. And this is what Ronnie said. First of all, salute to Ronnie. Salute. Ronnie said, while he was in the room, he said, first of all, I want to take it back a little bit. He said, the weight thing, whoever did that was a genius. He had to come in at 143 exactly to be able to do what he wanted to do. He didn't care about the money because Ryan got paid double for that. And Devin got paid double for that. And he was already tricked. So Ryan didn't care about the money because remember, he betted $2 million on himself. So he was getting that back there. See, I talk facts. I don't talk with. He said, and then it got back to me. No, I don't do that. God's willing, I'll be 56 tomorrow. God's willing. You know, these are facts. He said, wow, he was in the room and he was getting his, getting his hands wrapped. You know, Ryan had the violin playing. He had the violin playing, and when the violin went off, he had gospel music playing and gospel verses. He said when he left out of that room, he went to his team and said, word for word, verbatim, from Ronnie Christie mouth, he said, that guy is at a whole nother level. I'm just, letting my team know he's super focused. Ryan said the biggest lesson he ever learned is is getting knocked out by Tank with a body shot. Ronnie Christie said the shoulder roll that Ryan was doing looked crazy to us, but he knew exactly what he was doing with Devin, because when he turned and he gave Devin his whole back, Devin couldn't hit him nowhere. But the way Ronnie explains it, you will have a better look. And when he came back to the corner, it's like I can't hit him. They played a mental game on Bill and that whole crew that they never seen coming. And the dummy I'm not literally a dummy, but like a fake dummy, the fake that they had when they said, well, if Ryan can't make the fight, he'll make the fight. All that was a setup. All that was a movie. And these are true facts. They lined the Haneys up, man, and did they thing. Ryan said, I will never get stopped with a body shot like that again. After Tank knocked him out with the body shot, he said, I would never get hit like that again. And that was that. But Ronnie went on to say a lot of very, very, very important stuff that I think we all should take heed to. You know, but Bill Haney, he was on live with Floyd yesterday, And Floyd said to Bill, where did we go wrong? And Bill said, well, as far as I'm concerned, we never went wrong. And so it got heated, and Bill mouth is very disrespectful. Bill called Floyd a earth man. He said, you little fucking earth man. Oh man. He said, nigga, you can't buy your kid. He said, you can buy them raggedy bees stuff, but you can't buy your kids stuff that they ask you for, so they can go back and, say, my father bought me this. Yeah, he a boss. Bill was making a lot of valid points, because Floyd believed that no matter what, that you should get to a certain age and that you should find your own way. How can you say you own 30 houses, 30, and one is 100 mil, and you have a couple of kids that's not doing so good? I don't understand it, because you want them to go out and be the best that they can be. But here it is, they daddy sitting on bread like that. But the way Floyd was contradicting himself was crazy, because on one tongue, he said, that's what he said. He said, at some point, kids gonna do what the F they wanna do anyway, at a certain age, which is true, but if you're a good dad, they not gonna go but so far out of the respect they have for Pop. So, I really didn't go with that like that. But Bill went on to say something in reference, like, I seen one of your kids the other night, and the cats that was out there, he said, don't act like your kids don't be in the streets, nigga. I'm quoting Bill. He said, nigga, don't act like your kids don't be in the streets. Your sons, your daughters, don't act like they don't be in the streets. And he said the other night, I'm the one who said, no, I can't, it's not like that. That's a Mayweather. But would you have done that for me? And Floyd said, I've always looked out for Devin. I've always made sure Devin was all right. Then Bill went on to say something in reference to when Devin jumped on you, in the gym, I guess in sparring. Floyd said, congratulations, your son is undefeated in the gym. He said, but I'm undefeated under the lights. He said, congratulations, your son undefeated in the gym. He said, but I'm undefeated under the lights. And Bill went on to say that 50 and old SHIT don't mean a effing thing to me. I'm a street nigga. Ba 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 ba. Nigga, I'm from the streets. Ba 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 ba. But they say on one tongue you bless God, and on that same tongue you curse him. Bill Haney. Salaam alaikum. But then the next minute, he inviting someone to his private parts. Pause. So, but who am I to judge? I know I don't at all, because you have to answer for your mess, just like everybody else. I don't, get into that. But we have a good weekend of boxing coming up. We have Ortiz Jr. fighting this weekend on the Zone. And there's a couple of more good fights that's coming up this weekend on the Zone. I'm gonna do my predictions and everything tomorrow morning, God's willing, and most likely I'm gonna have a guest on the show. Well, starting next weekend, I'm gonna do a Saturday and Sunday show in the morning. Saturday morning, Sunday morning. I'm trying to think. I know I can't remember the time Rise do this, but I'll find out sometime today. I know they do a show Sunday morning, I think, if I'm not mistaken. And I know Fannin do a show, I believe, Saturday mornings also. Hardcore, he do a show Friday night. It's like a talk about anything Friday, something like that. But mine's I'm gonna be talking about just boxing talk. It's gonna be called Boxing Talk with me and whoever that's coming on. I'm definitely gonna have a partner that's what we're gonna do every weekend. I just can't reveal that right now. It's legal things, you have to go through. That's how I move, man. Like a businessman, because I know that, everything blossom like a flower when you watering it right and you nourishing it and you taking care of it, and you want it to grow. So you gotta, you have to take care of it. You have to do everything that you're supposed to do to make your garden grow. And you know that when you doing everything right, everything is gonna grow right. So that's how I look at my podcast. I might don't have the biggest numbers right now. It might don't be 4,000 people in my chat, but it's God, it's the true living God. I'm all right with that because I'm going to grow. God's willing, I'm going to grow. And it's growing, surely but slowly. Patience. Patience is real, and good content. Long as you have those two, you're going to be all right. It's no need to chase anything, numbers, none of that stuff, because it's gonna grow. It's everything is gonna be all right, you know. But anyway, um, man, his name escapes me right now. Keyshawn Davis. I don't know if this fight locked in yet, so I'm not gonna say nothing about it. You know, but he has a good step up fight coming up. Also, Shushu Carrington, um, he has a good step up fight. Uh, Basically, all the prospects, they next fight is majority of them is like step ups. It's time to get right. Yep. Can't keep fighting gatekeepers. You're not gonna get better. It's no way you can get better if you keep fighting tomato cans and cab drivers. You're not gonna get better. Yeah. Bill Haney said, Floyd 50-0 is all Mexicans anyway. Bill shot out, man. That guy is just, Bill. Bill is a damn comedian, for real. But anyway, yeah. Yup. Um, Prospects would definitely be put under the gun. They I could say four guys out of out of all the prospects that's coming up got hard fights. And before I end this, I just wanna touch on something. Adrian Broner, man. I salute you, little bruh. I love you. You my man through the years. You always had me laughing real hard. You always been the life of the party. And you's a hell of a fighter. I think the Madonna fight took what you had left out of you. After the Madonna fight, you was a shell of who you once were. After the Madonna fight, you got scared to throw punches. It took everything out of you, and that happens to the best of them. The best of them, big fights like that. Look at Mildred Taylor when he fought Julio Cesar Chavez. He was whooping Chavez butt. Pause. I'm talking about he was dead. Pop, 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 pop. I'm talking about he was dead doing his thing. Into that last round. That last round. And it's still controversy behind that. That's still up for grabs. But the point I'm trying to make, ever since that fight, Mildred Taylor was never the same person, literally. Forget the same fighter. He wasn't even the same person. His brain did a shift. He was, you couldn't understand nothing he was saying. He was, and then the sanctioning bodies was letting him go on to fight, and that's what I could never understand that. I'd turn on a fight and he'd be on someone's undercard, and I'd be like, how is this man getting in the ring and still letting people, like, how the people around this man allowing this? Because everybody was broke. Everybody was broke. And the money was running out. So yeah, he only did what he do best, box. And it was sad to see. It really was. Just like Muhammad Ali. I can't even watch his last couple of fights. Especially when he fought big pitching him. Man, his name escapes me. Larry Holmes. They were sparring partners for years. He was Ali's sparring partner for years. But I was so happy when Mike knocked him clean out, because I felt as though that was for beating on that older man like that. You shouldn't even have taken that fight. But the whole world knew you didn't like Ali anyway. Larry Holmes never liked Ali. Never. He trained with him right up here in Pennsylvania. What it's called again? Oak Rock or something. Ali had cottages out there. He had, all his whole team was out there. He had other fighters out there, and they was all out there and living in, they little squatter houses. They had a big mess hall, whereas though, you went to eat, then they ran. Like, it was nice up there. It was called Bear something. In fact, it's still there today as a historical site. And you could go there and take pictures, and, you could still see the gym. You could still see the rooms where some of the handlers and stuff lived, and back of the cafeteria, the kitchen back there. They showed it one time, And I was in awe, man, because that's the stuff I love. I love that type of stuff, you know. But I just want to say this before I go. I want to say we all as people, we have kids and we love them, and most of us love them to a fault. But it's a line, and it's not a thin line between making sure your baby's all right and making sure your babies are all right. Devin Haney got hit in the first round. After that, his legs was never under him. If you go back to that fight and you listen to the corners, you will know. That's why that's why Ronnie kept the ice out there. He was buying time. And every time he tried to come up on the ring, they were telling him to get down, you can't go up there, get down. But that's when Devin really needed him. And you could tell in his interview that that bothered him. It's still bothering him. That hurted him because he loved Devin. But no buts. If it was my son that was out there and he was getting dropped and hit the way he was, I would have stopped that fight. Nothing, nobody is worth me not seeing my son another day over a boxing match, over I have something to prove. I'm not going out on my shield. It's no way I would have let that fight go the whole 12. People do what they want, but sometimes it costs you in the long run when you take certain risks. I pray that Devin Haney come back and fight another day. I hope Devin Haney come back and be as big as what he once were. I pray for Devin and his family. Same thing goes with Ryan. May God bless them brothers. And they both live to see another day. Just like Spence, I don't know if he'll ever come back and be the Spence we all loved and seen through the years. But Devin Young, Ryan Young, God's willing, everything will be okay. Only time with 12. Don't tell. My words for Devin, heal up. Take your time, young man. Rest up. Enjoy life. Do some traveling with your girl. Just get out the way for a little while. You've been doing a lot. And it paid off. When I say you've been doing a lot, you've been doing a lot in the sport of boxing. But first and foremost, the most important thing is to get your mental right. Devin, salute. God bless. Jersey.